Welcome to 5 Minutes with Gray Hair Dave. He has gray hair, he has a gray beard, he wears glasses like the guy in the artwork. Oh, and the guy in the artwork is better looking. Now, here is Gray Hair Dave.
So, welcome back. What did you think of 11 Labs today? 11labs.io. 11labs.io is my intro machine, as it were. They're the ones I go to for the different voices. All I do is type in what I want to say and then start choosing voices. It's really kind of fun. Really is. So it's something I want you to go and look at. It's called 11, ELEVEN, and there's a link in the show notes. If you go ahead and click on that, that's my affiliate link. So if you decide to sign up with them through me, I get a little bit of a bump from that. You know, I might be able to go buy myself a Diet Coke or something with that, which would be fun. So again, that's 11labs.io. Also, folks, if you're in need of any kind of editing for your podcast, if you're a podcaster, go to grayhairproductions.com and click on the contact me page, and I'd be happy to help you out with that. More about that towards the end, though. So, how have we been? Well, I don't know about you, but I've been pretty good. I just been sitting around and I've been working. I've been learning new things. I believe that learning new things is very, very important. I really, really do. It means to me that I'm keeping my brain active and my brain is moving around and it's not as, I don't know, sedimentary, not as sitting in one position all the time. How about that? Sedimentary. That's the word I think I'm looking for. Anyways, sorry about that. Some days the words are there and they just don't come out. Now, is that preset dementia or Alzheimer's? I don't know. All I know is I'm having a good day. God, I was doing something yesterday, folks, and this is, and I'm not going to get real religious on you here, but I'm going to say this. The power of prayer. I did my normal prayers with God in the morning and had my chat with him, and then I was doing something yesterday afternoon. And I hadn't even turned on, I really wasn't even watching the football games. And all of a sudden, this big, huge smile came on my face. I don't know why. Maybe somebody was thinking about me. I don't know what was going on. But I had this smile, and I looked outside, and I just thanked the Lord for giving me that smile. I thought that was something that you might want to hear about, something uplifting. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to change the subject, and we're going to get on to what's happening quickly with me, and then we're going to move on. So, on the total weight loss, we're at about 20 pounds, almost 25. I gained a pound back. I know why. I know exactly why, because I forgot to walk yesterday and the day before. Not going to do that today. I'm going to get it in there. Got to get my exercise in. I got to stick with a plan. I've been eating better. I've been eating better, folks. So I hope you're okay with that. Now, the next thing I wanted to tell you about was just the desire to get out and move. Now that is not something that just comes naturally to me. It doesn't. It used to years ago when I was a young kid. I remember getting my bike and riding for hours and hours and had a great time with it. But I got away from that, when I started driving. But I really miss it. I used to play tennis all the time. I really miss it. And now with my knees or my foot or whatever, I don't think I'm ever going back to tennis. Just saying, I'm not going back to tennis. But, that's what goes on. So I got to start motivating myself. So self-motivation is not always easy. And I know that you know that as well as I do. It's not always easy to kick yourself in the rear and say, get up, go do something. Get up, go do that. Get up, go do this. There's too many easy distractions nowadays. Television, music, friends, social media. This thing right here, this iPhone is the problem some days. Can't get away from it. Kids are on social media. Parents are on social media. They're checking their emails all the time. They're checking their everything. What's going on, checking their accounts, their bank accounts. All these things are in their day now, and it's all because of the internet. Now, I grew up without the internet, and I'm not trying to sell you on the fact that life was simpler then, though it was. Okay? I'm not telling you that, and this I'm sure all my friends of that age will agree with me on. Time went slower. Now, I realize when you age, time goes faster. It just seems to move by quicker and quicker and quicker. That little clock on your, it just keeps going round and round and round, faster and faster. And I don't know why, but it is part of life. And maybe because you weren't stuck in it, between this half hour and this half hour to watch TV, right? Well, that half hour goes by really fast if you're just sitting there watching TV. But if you're out doing something, you're out and about, downstairs with your friends, or you're out talking, or you're in the neighborhood, you're going for a walk, saying hi to your neighbors, or you're working in the yard, that time doesn't go by quite as fast, now does it? So how are you going to slow things down? For me, I'm going to take a cue from my older brother. They're busy all the time. And yeah, he has a wife to help motivate him. And she's a highly motivated person, don't get me wrong. She likes to go, 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 go. And that's what keeps her young. And that's what helps keep my brother young. And I'm happy about that. He's talked to him early last week. And doing great, knee problems are getting better. Good for him. He's moving around better. Life is easier. But that motivation that when you're alone to go do something is hard. I'm not positive what I need to do. And I'm not going to sit around and read a book about it. I'll listen to a podcast about it. I'll do something like that, but I'll learn. But I need to learn how to get myself motivated. Now, I have read in the past books by famous motivational people like Zig Ziglar and, oh goodness, there's a bunch of them out there. And yeah, they're great. And do they work in today's time? If you learn how to turn off the noise. So anyways, finding that motivational way to get things done and get motivated and moving, I'm struggling with. If you've got any ideas, leave me a message at 5minuteswithgrayhairdave.com. You can either do it with a voicemail, that little purple microphone in the bottom right-hand corner, or go to the comments section or contact me page and leave me a message that way. I'd like to know what helps you get motivated during the day. Because I could use a little help, somebody to kick my behind out the door. So what else is going on? Now, as you've noticed, folks, I'm sitting here in my bedroom right now. I've got an office in my bedroom. It's easier that way. Now, and it wasn't a big deal until I started doing video. Now, I do have a green screen, and I want to change the cameras around, and it's a really nice green screen. It's one of those Elgato ones, and it's a really great one, but I got to play with it and get it right, and I haven't done that. So you get to see my bedroom, but at least my bed is made. Okay. Right. And we've got the logo up here, 5 Minutes of Gray Hair Dave podcast. I've done some things. I've been working at it. So what's going on in your lives? I'm interested. I am. I'm also interested if video is something you're interested in knowing about or seeing or doing with me. Let me know. Go to the comment section at 5minutesofgrayhairdave.com. Leave me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Also, folks, if you know somebody who wants to start a podcast, or if you want to start a podcast yourself, I want you to go to boomerpodcasters.com. Boomer Podcasters is one of my websites and my podcasts where I talk about starting a podcast. And I'm going into videos with those. And these here are helping me practice on how to do this. But if it's something you're interested in, I would like for you to go look at it and contact me at Boomer Podcasters. Say, hey, Dave, I'm interested. Or you can go to grayhairproductions.com and leave me a message there, because that's where I do all my editing for video and audio. I do that as a side, I hate to say side hustle, but that's what it is. It's going to eventually replace my Mickey Mouse job. Now, some people hear Mickey Mouse job, they think that it's a goofy job. No, Pluto didn't say it was that. Mickey said, Dave, we're happy to have you here for 10 years. So anyways, that's what's going on there. And I guarantee you, folks, my video etiquette will be getting better. I'll stop playing with the beard and all that kind of fun stuff. So anyways, here we go. If you know somebody doesn't know what a podcast is, they don't know where to find one, how to play it, what genres are available, do me and the other podcasters out there a favor. Show them for me. Take them by the hand, grab their phone, say, here's where it is, or grab their tablet, or show them on the internet. Here's where it is. Use 5 minutes of Gray Hair Dave as the example of how to find things. Simple and easy as that. I'd appreciate it. Also, folks, if you're out and about today, see somebody you don't know, smile, maybe even wave at them. You'll make their day, and I guarantee you, folks, it's going to make you feel better too, make your day. So on behalf of Gray Hair Dave here in Gray Hair Productions, I wish you a good day. I wish you a good week. And I will be talking with you very, 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 very soon. Bye-bye.